all the gauges went dead. I couldn't hear if the engines were running or not. All the gauges were gone.
It was so loud.
So bright.
I couldn't, it blinding. I just dropped down and duck and cover.
Yes, that's right. Struck by lightning while standing on deck next to the mast. We're also going to talk about the price hike in the Bahamas with them because they are in fact in the Bahamas as we speak. So stay tuned for that. This story is awesome. Today we're talking to Dave and Lisa from Sailing Dark Angel.
Morning, Tim.
Hey.
We're surviving. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. Where are you guys right now? Are you from the last video, I'd say you're probably around Georgetown?
No, we're at Black Point.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, our videos are about 6 weeks behind.
Tell me about you guys. Tell me about the boat, like what landed you where you're sitting now.
Okay. Well, we started out, we're from Canada. So, and I'm from Northern Ontario, Lisa's from Southern Ontario. And we just tired of winter. We were researching where to go that's warm. And as we were researching what country to go to, we decided we didn't want to go to just one country. We wanted to travel. And so we started looking at ways to travel and, you know, looking at trawlers and different types of boats. And we realized what we really want is catamaran. So we started following catamaran channels like Gone with the Winds and Sailing Zatara and all that. And James Evanson, Zingaro, he's amazing. And so we started following these and decided that's what we wanted to try and do. And then COVID hit. So that completely destroyed our business model. Our company was gone in one day with lockdowns.
Auto industry.
Wow.
Company.
Very successful business, gone in a day.
Wow.
So we sold everything and bailed during COVID and
had to charter a helicopter just to get out. Yeah, because the borders were closed, right?
Wow.
So we put the truck on an auto hauler so we could legally get it across. And then this was a little bit of a loophole. And we actually filmed all of that I had to charter a helicopter just to get out of the country to meet up with the truck to go find the catamaran.
Wow. So the cat was in the US.
Well, we didn't have one yet.
Right.
Yeah.
We were going shopping.
Wow. And
So
you made it work.
we just started down the coast and started looking. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And so we were looking for all the usual suspects, leopards, Lagoon 380s. Of course, our budget was considerably smaller than what it had been planned to be before COVID. And so now we're looking for something in a different price range and what do we look for? So, and we got all the way down to Hollywood, Florida, Loggerhead Marina in Hollywood. And we saw this boat and we had never seen anything like it. It's an Island Spirit. It's an '06, and Island Spirit's a very different South African catamaran. It's designed by the same guys who did the early Leopards. So it's that squat to the water, really wide. It's a sailing cat. It's not a condo. And we just fell in love with it. It's got a huge salon. Yeah. We sleep in a coffin, but the salon's really big.
The bedroom's really small.
Well, you can walk around the mattress, but you have to get outside the boat to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then we just started trying to get the thing up and going. Lisa had never been sailing. So we took sailing lessons. We spent about 6 months getting the boat ready. Well, less than that. About 4 months getting the boat ready and then took off for the Bahamas for the first time. And we've been doing this for 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you guys going back to Florida and stuff like that?
We have been going back and forth, but
not this year.
Not this year. This year we're going south, Dominican.
Nice.
Which is going to be exciting with no radar and no auto helm, sailing for about 4 days offshore.
Ooh, that'll be fun. Does it track well, that boat? Like, can you let go of the helm and it's no?
We had it. We had everything fine. We had all of that, and then we got hit by lightning.
Let's talk about that. Where did that happen?
That happened just north of here at Pipe Creek at Thomas Cay. It's one of our absolute favorite places in the world. Pipe Creek is, it was our home. It's beautiful. We have this one little place we tuck into at Pipe Creek at Thomas Cay where you have to be a very small boat and very, very shallow. We only draw 3.5 feet. So we go in there, and the holding is fair. It's not great. It's fair, but we've been in over 40 knot winds and not dragged. We have a Mantis anchor. We love it. And so we had anchored, and we woke up in the morning at about 7:30 in the morning, and we had just hit 10,000 subs.
We were excited. We were gonna.
That was a great day.
Celebrate. We
had just hit that. We woke up in the morning, we had 10,000 subs. Like, wow, because a year ago we had 4,000. So we're like, that's really good. Okay, so I mean, it's not Legacy Channel good, but it's really good. So we're all excited. We're talking to my daughter on the phone, and a storm's rolling in. I'm watching it on radar going, yeah, this is going to suck a little bit, but it's not that big. It's going to be maybe half hour. And it built, and no big deal, driving rain and stuff, but we're seeing 40, 45 knots. No big deal. So I come inside out of the rain because we don't have enclosures out here. And we feel a bump that we had dragged. And we hit this little reef. And it's a sandy reef. It's not too bad. But we bumped, and it's bad. So we get outside, and we're like, how did we drag?
So I have to run out front, and I'm the one who always uses the windlass and picks up the anchor. So as I'm picking up the anchor, he moves us forward so that we can drop it. And before I get a chance to drop it, that's when the lightning hit. Now the theory is that because I pulled up the anchor, we were no longer grounded.
That's when we got hit.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we didn't have a choice because we dragged, right? Yeah. So we've got to pick up the anchor, or else we're going to be continuously smashing against the bottom.
Yeah, we did do a little damage to the keel.
Now, I couldn't stop crying for about 2 weeks straight. Reason being is I do realize how close I came to death. And I'm saying that because we got hit on the mast. I'm standing at the mast. And if I had been touching the windlass, which is metal, or standing on the metal fuel container, because I open up the lazarette at the front to pull up the windlass. And he was looking right at me when it hit. That made that all that much worse, the feeling. But I wasn't touching anything metal. That's the only reason I'm here.
No, I was touching the metal steering wheel, and I got shocked through the steering wheel. So
wow. Did the boat move, or was there any like visceral feedback when it happened?
It was so loud, I thought I jumped dimensions. Like, I can't even describe the hum that goes through your body. It was insane.
It was crazy. All of our instruments were gone. So we were very, very familiar with where we were. So we eyeballed our way back to dropping the anchor, but we had no way to haul back on it. We didn't know what we were doing. And that storm lasted 2 days.
So the engines were
nothing.
So the engines were running when this happened, right?
Yeah, the engines were running. We were maneuvering.
But they didn't quit.
They didn't quit. We have old, this boat's an 06, so these are 05 mechanical Volvo diesels. So all the gauges went, but they're mechanical diesels, and they just don't care. Yeah. They just run. So we were lucky, and the engines ran.
Did the alternators fry or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we boost the engines now to start them. And both alternators, by the way, brand new. Brand new before we left Florida.
Man. Are they like Balmar high production alternators?
No, we got rid of the Balmars because those are, when they go bad, they'll actually draw power out of your batteries.
Wow.
Yeah. We're the second boat they've done that to. They will actually draw power. So, no, we got rid of them. We put cheaper, I forget what amperage there. I think they're 70 amp alternators, and they work great. They just charge the starter batteries. That's all they do. They don't do anything for the house bank. And, but they're both gone.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry to make you relive the experience. It sounds like it was like monumental.
It was a big deal. It changed everything about our cruising. For instance, we had saved up some money. Our trampolines are rotten. It's a catamaran thing. And we were in danger of going through them. So, and we know we're doing an ocean passage. So we thought, well, we'll order trampolines. They take 5 or 6 weeks to make. We got time. We finally saved up the money. Money's gone. We have rotten, because we had to put it into repairs. And so we have rotten trampolines on top of no radar and on top of no auto helm for doing this crossing to DR.
Wow. What's
and
the,
have to go forward to, do anything on the boat. So,
oh yeah. What's the charging situation? Did you lose your inverter charger and all that stuff too?
smoked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a Magnum
Torched
inverter
it.
charger, which we wanted to replace eventually anyway, because we had just finally got lithium batteries, and the Magnum's not good for lithium batteries. You can't set the profile properly. So we were going to replace it eventually, but man, it's smoked. It's gone. It blew that up. It blew up our display. We had a CCGX, the Victron display, the one that just became obsolete a couple of days ago. It blew that up. It blew out one of the solar controllers. We have 4 solar controllers for 4 solar panels. It blew that out. I mean, everything was down. We had no AC at all. It took out our salon freezer. So that's a $1,500 freezer. That's gone, smoked. And luckily, I had unplugged most of our stuff. When we get a lightning storm, you unplug a lot of stuff. It smoked the generator, which was not running, but it was still plugged into the boat.
That was disastrous.
So now we've got no way to create any AC power, no way to charge phones, no way to run the Starlink, which is AC.
So we sat for how many days without power?
3 days, no power.
Wow.
And I have a freezer that was full of protein, like full of meat. I have a Dometic. It's a 100-liter Dometic. So I know it's thawing. I don't want to open it, right? No. You open it, it makes it worse. And all I could do was go to the yacht club and grab some bags of ice. But it thawed slowly enough that when we did get power, I was able to save it and slowly freeze it back up so that it didn't destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say enough about that freezer. That thing's amazing. But we had everything. When the power started, I unplugged the Starlink. I unplugged our computers, our hard drives, all of our content. Our phones were off. All that stuff was off, which is one of the reasons we didn't realize right away we dragged, because the anchor alarm's on the phone shut off, right? So, yeah. Our chart plotter survived. Everything else is gone.
Wow.
And that chart plotter's 2-3 years old. It's an Axiom 12 Plus. That's the second. We had a near lightning strike that took out wind instruments 2 years ago, and this lightning strike took out everything, and that chart plotter's still just ticking along.
Wow. How tall is your rig?
62 feet.
Okay, so about normal for every cruising boat.
Yeah. It's a little higher when there's an antenna, which is not there right now. There is a little cratered hole in the antenna mount.
Now.
I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Is the mast rounded? Like, does the mast have cables that go to the keels?
No.
Okay.
No. It's a catamaran, so there's no keel step. There's nothing like that.
Right.
Got the shrouds and.
Wow. Yeah, so it would have come down the shrouds too. Wow. You guys are, I don't want to say lucky because it sounds awful, but you didn't get
lucky
hurt.
is when it doesn't hit you.
I'm fortunate enough to survive it. Yeah.
We don't think we're dead yet.
I mean, I'm always leaning on the windlass, like the metal parts. I'm always standing on that. It's just
you stand on the fuel tank
flat out
to get
luck.
at it.
Flat out luck. I wasn't touching metal when it hit.
Yeah. Wow. So
we had people coming to the boat too, to check on us, because when we were going back and forth to the yacht club and using their Wi-Fi to be able to do some kind of like help us. We need help. We don't even have a generator. And then people were coming out to the boat and saying, "What do you need?" And we ended up another boat gave us power supplies just so that we could use them for our phones to keep charged.
Yeah,
because we didn't even have that.
Speaking of another boat, we discovered why we drank. One of the boats who came to visit us was sitting at Compass Key, about 2-3 miles from where we were
that day.
In that same storm, and he had a 90-foot mast on his boat, bigger lagoon. I think it was lagoon, and he was anchored in sand with a mantis anchor, like really well anchored in sand. He drank because just before the anemometer blew off his mast, he hit 62.
Ooh.
And the anemometer blew off of his mast.
Yeah.
So we got a bit of a gust.
Yeah. The most we'd ever had was 45 in that spot. So that was that's why we ended up dragging.
Yeah, we've seen 65, 70, but we wouldn't be there if we knew we were going to hit that kind of speed because the holding's not good enough.
Right. Yeah.
I'd be here in Black Point in that kind of wind and not care.
Yeah, because you don't drag into anything in Black Point. I mean,
And it's deep, deep sand.
Deep sand.
yeah.
Really good.
Wow. That's just what an insane story. You guys are just, you've been through it.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah. There's been other storms we've gone through and had to fight our way out of, but that was by far the very worst because the storm kept going. And then of course we're in a smaller anchorage and we're surrounded by rocks and all the rest of it. And there is no sleeping. You can't even see, and you don't know if you're dragging or not. So your stomach's in a knot. It was just horrific.
Yeah. I've been in exactly that situation in the tail end of Hurricane Michael. I was on the Chesapeake anchored in the Solomons, and it was like 60 plus for, I don't know, 18 hours. And and the boat and the monohull will surf back and forth.
Oh yeah.
And I had anchored in a little sort of a ditch off of the Solomons in between some tall trees in people's backyards. There was like a little cut that went in, and the wind was going to be coming through the cut on the nose. So I went in there, but as I surfed, I went back and forth between the rocks on either side. It was only a couple 100 feet wide, and I was surfing it for like 18 hours and 60 plus. And it was like, you don't sleep, like you said, you don't sleep.
No.
You can't.
Man, how are you finding the Bahamas this year with all the price increases? Did you miss that because you were already
We missed
there?
that because we've been here a while. So
Okay.
we came in the first time and we got 3 months. We checked in at Bimini and they gave us 3 months, and which is what we expected.
Just this last time.
Yeah. And then we went and checked in at Georgetown for our extension, and they gave us another 5 because you can be here 8 months as Canadian. So, and it's a good thing we got the 5. Otherwise, we'd already be out of time. So
We have to leave.
we have to leave.
What?
And we're dealing with this. We have to leave. So now we're under the gun.
Yeah.
That's another stressor that's on us. So we're
Yeah,
just
if it
trying to
wasn't-
get things fixed as fast as possible.
If it wasn't for the financial side, we could just order the parts and I could fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything on the boat I can fix.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be shipped in, and it all takes time.
Yeah.
Plus the VAT.
And the duty, 25% duty,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the 40% change as a Canadian. You know that.
Yeah. Oh, if there's like,
Ah,
if your viewers are trying to help you out, how do they do that? Is there Patreon, or like, how are you interacting with that?
We have a Patreon, and we also have GoFundMe, which we started for this.
You guys are doing pretty good on YouTube. I watched a bunch of the videos.
Thank you.
It's I think one of the big questions that came up for me was because everybody's talking about this price increase in the Bahamas. Have you given it any thought to have a rough idea of what the difference is between now and when you come back later? How much more expensive it is going to be for you specifically on your boat?
It started out that it was going to be quite a bit, but they dialed some of it back. So now what we're looking at, we would generally come get a 1-year cruise permit, which is $600. Now it's going to be $500 for a year plus $200 anchoring. So it's gone up $100. The big fee increase is for fishing. We won't be able to do any fishing because that's $100 a month. And the other, what was the
anchoring.
other? Oh yeah, they're charging for anchoring, which they never used to do. So you're paying that. But again, that takes it to $700 for the season. Now, the people who are getting stung are the ones who come for the shorter trips, the center consoles that go to Bimini and West End and stuff, and go for a weekend and then go back a couple weeks later. Instead of paying $300, now they're paying like $1,500.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I am so glad you guys took the time to talk to me.
We really appreciate you reaching out. That's awesome.
Thank you.
We used to love watching your show all the time. We don't watch much of anything anymore because we just don't have time. But we really like watching the way you put your stuff together, and you've got such a fantastic voice for narration and stuff. We really like that. So
Wasn't it the bananas?
the bananas on the couch, yeah.
Oh my God,
that was my daughter. My daughter did that all the time.
That's awesome.
Wow, what a great couple of sailors with some great stories. I could talk to them all day. I will admit I get a little choked up hearing it, knowing that they're suffering with this deadline to get out of the Bahamas and onto the DR, and they still have so much on their boat that's broken. If ever there were a good cause couple worth sort of helping out, for me, this is them. I'm going to head over right now and subscribe to their channel, thumbs up on some videos, and drop into their GoFundMe and kick them a couple of bucks to try and help out. I don't support every sailing channel, but for an honest to goodness sailing couple like Dave and Lisa and the stories and entertainment they provide me for free, I just have to go help them out. If you want to check them out and lend a hand too, I'll leave links right on the top of the description of this video to their channel and to their GoFundMe. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you guys. Also, leave a comment here. Let's talk about lightning strikes. Have you ever had one? If you like this video, drop a thumbs up too and hit subscribe so I can see you again next time.